Most Christians do not believe in reincarnations because God restrained them from doing so for reasons which shall soon be explained. It was connected with giving Lucifer and his followers enough time to demonstrate their supposed superior knowledge of human husbandry. Now, Jesus mentioned reincarnation directly when he said John the Baptist is Elijah. He also implied reincarnation when he said the law and the prophet were taught until John. This means God the Father brings us to Christ through the continuity of life and learning by way of the prophets through reincarnation from the Old Testament period to the New Testament period. This is how he said it in John 6:45. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of God. Every man therefore that hath heard, and hath learned of the Father, cometh unto me. That is, God will draw to him all who have listened to the teachings and guidance of God in the past, and have been taught by the prophets. John 6:40, For no man can come to me, except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. This means that in the course of our incarnations, we develop and progress from the Old Testament to the New Testament teachings, from the Golden Rule to the law of remission of sins. A more complete training during the day, the time of light and growth, and through the night, the time of darkness and decay, makes us stronger and more durable. Christ is the day and summer, while Lucifer is the night and winter. This law of duality is necessary for training purposes. This is how God scripted it in Genesis 8:22. While the earth remaineth, seedtime and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. You may be wondering why God gave power to Lucifer and the fallen angels, and taught them human husbandry. This fulfills the conditions of God. The first is to give the wicked a chance to repent and do good. Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. The second is to give us the most complete requirements for our education in summer and winter, as pointed out before. Thus, God blindfolded us to allow Lucifer and his followers to tell all they know about human breeding, because they claim they know more than him, as recorded in Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north. 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. The following passage in the book of Isaiah is the record of how God blindfolded as to give Lucifer a chance to speak without hindrance from the servants of Christ. Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out, and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And this is the record of the state of intelligence of Lucifer and his team of followers, when God taught them and gave him rulership over the earth. Isaiah 29:12. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. Now God hath removed this seal on the followers of Christ to speak on human husbandry, and our response will be that of Jacob the called, and Israel the chosen of God, according to the following scriptures. Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. 15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains, and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. 16. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in the Lord, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel. This first video series gives us an overview of God's plan for human development, and reincarnation is an essential part of the continuity of life until we reach maturity as angels and immortals. In the second video series, we shall be studying God's lesson plan in each birth house or incarnation, and how these differ from one level to the next. Subscribe and hit the notification button to enable us to notify you each time we post a new video series. Click the next video to begin the study of God's plan for human development until we reach maturity as His angels and immortals.